Hello, my name is Jeremy Crosby, and I just got back from my new student dialogue. For my student dialogue, I did the age is not just a number. Um, it was actually pretty entertaining. I went to the December 7th at 125 in Norris conference room, and it's pretty entertaining. Talked a lot about a couple different things. People had some different expectations going into it. Um, we started off getting to know each other, which was kind of nice. It wasn't just diving straight into something that we were just going to get over with. It was kind of nice being able to do something active with it. We started off with a little game of getting to know each other, like I said, and then we moved on to the more, I guess, pertinent and down to the basics sort of thing. We talked about the difference between debate, discussion, and dialogue. Um, we sort of came to the conclusion that debate is more of a competition, like trying to prove each other wrong or trying to prove one argument right. Um, a discussion is something that everybody is just sort of on the same playing field. Everybody just sort of wants to get their ideas out there. And then dialogue is more of identifying differences and similarities within a discussion for different reasons. Um, I feel pretty confident that our group was able to establish a dialogue. I mean, we talked about a lot of different things. We talked about race, we talked about social issues, we talked about, um, I mean, just different things because we're all different people. We were all different ages. Um, and then we sort of got into like the core of what the actual dialogue was about. In age is more than just a number. I mean, we talked about marijuana. We obviously as college students, it's usually a pretty big topic, and alcohol is probably the most important. That as well as voting rights. We talked about how one of the first things we did was when we were getting to know each other, we talked about our age personally, and then what we thought the age of an actual adult should be. Like some people said they think that adults aren't adults until they're 18. Some people said 21, and for different reasons. Some people said because that's when we entered the real world at 21. A lot of people were graduating from college, but then again, some people haven't graduated from college at that point. Some people said 18 because that's when we can legally vote, and then other people said that just because we can vote doesn't mean um, that we're any more mature than a 16-year-old, much less a 30-year-old being any more mature than an 18-year-old. And I agree with that. Um, Personally, I think that we did get a good dialogue going on several different topics. We were able to discuss similarities and differences, and we were able to understand, reflect upon each other's opinions without any one person being discriminated against for different reasons. And I think it was pretty level playing field in there. I think that the dynamics of our group were pretty well established. I think there were some active voices in there. Everybody sort of participated in what they felt necessary, what they really wanted to imprint their opinion in. Um, there's some people, of course, there always are, and people that are in there, sort of in there to get it done because they have to as part of Library 100 or whatever they may need to be in there for. I mean, we had seniors in there, we had freshmen in there, we had transfer students. I mean, everybody was in there for different reasons. Um, but it was pretty obvious that people that went in there open minded and more than just in there because they had to be, got a lot more out of it. I think in my group I was sort of uh, I was a little bit of both. I mean, some topics I didn't voice my opinion on just because everybody else may have either covered my idea or my opinion, or I just didn't feel necessary to add my opinion. Also, I mean, like I voiced my opinion in the alcohol and discussion, and not as much so in the voting discussion, but I still voiced it, which I felt was necessary. Um, I think that the dialogue is a component of Library 100, and I think it's a pretty useful tool. I mean, as part of like being a university, you're gonna have to talk to other people. You're gonna have to talk about what your opinions are, listen to other people's opinions, and see the similarities and differences. And I think that it's an important part of college and life. I mean, you're not gonna get through life just having your opinion. Nobody like expecting everybody else to just bow down to your opinion. There's no point in that. I mean, you have to listen to what other people say, and sometimes you can build off of that. Sometimes people can build off of your opinion. It's all part of interaction. But yeah, I think it was fun. I think it was definitely worth the time. I think it's a great part of Library 100. I wish I could have gone to one of the earlier ones and maybe gotten it done a little bit earlier. But I thought the people I had in there were pretty. It was pretty cool having some people. I mean, I recognized a couple of people in there, and um, people had some interesting opinions, and it was fun though. We had cool leaders. They were really nice. They made it a lot easier for us to get the ball rolling. It was a lot more interesting having people that actually entertain topics instead of just sitting there awkwardly and looking at each other and expecting somebody to um, just sort of voice their opinion to get the topic over with. It was nice having people that actually wanted to talk, and I think that's probably what made it most important or made it most interesting. Besides that, I guess I really don't have anything else to say. My name is Jeremy Crosby. Thank you. This is my vlog for Library 100 on my student dialogue, December 7th, 2012. I did the age is more than just a number student dialogue. Thank you for listening. Have a good one.